We're going to start with our crab cookie. And for our first step, we're just going to be filling in the center part of the crab and then each of these claws. So we're only going to need our blue icing for this step, and I will start by showing you how to clip open the bags. So you'll see on your icing bag, there's kind of this like seam here. We're going to turn that upright and center it. Pinch the tip of the bag between our fingers. I'm going to move my cookie out of the way. And then just clip a tiny little bit off of the end. Make sure you get rid of that plastic so it doesn't end up in your icing. And then we're just going to test this. We started out really small. You can always clip off more, but you can't put it back on. And that looks good. That's about the line that I want. Okay, so I'm going to start by tracing over this oval shape for the crab's body. I'm going to touch the tip of my bag down to start, and then I'm going to lift the tip of my bag off the surface of the cookie, and I'm going to apply just a very small amount of pressure to the bag, and I'm going to let that icing kind of drop out and follow the tip of my bag around the cookie. And that's going to give me a nice smooth line. We're just going to slowly go around, making sure that we're covering that black line. Okay, then we're going to outline each of the claws. And the same thing, we're just going to start. We're going to lift the tip of our bag off of the cookie. Apply very gentle pressure. And just kind of let that icing fall out onto the cookie and follow our bag around. Now you might notice when I come to like the point here, I do kind of press that tip down again and then lift up again, and that just kind of gives me a little bit of a sharper corner. Now we'll do this one. Lift up, tap down, up, and I'm trying to hold my hand so that it doesn't block the camera. So I'm going to go back this way and go around counterclockwise, whatever is most comfortable for you. And we're just going to outline that and meet back at the beginning. Now we're going to flood these sections of our cookie. So when we flood, we're going to be squeezing out a lot more icing. So I kind of tend to hold my bag more in like a fist towards the top of the bag, and that kind of forces the icing out a little bit more. And we're going to squeeze, and we're going to put a thick line right up against that line that we just piped. And we're not going to leave any gaps or holes. We're going to fill it in completely with icing. If you're seeing cookie in that section that you are flooding, then you have to go back and fill in those spots. So like if we accidentally missed some here, when we go back, we'll just go back in the end and we'll just like fill that in. We're not going to be using any sort of knife or like our cookie scribe or anything to fill that in. We want to flood it, so fill it in completely with icing. And then we'll do each of the claws. Again, keeping that nice and tight up against that first line. And just keep going around until you get to the middle. Okay. Now we're just going to kind of give our crab like a little wiggle, maybe a couple little gentle taps. And try to help that icing just kind of smooth out the rest of the way. And that should settle down completely flat. Now we're going to set that aside to dry for about 15 minutes. And we'll start on our seashell cookie while we're waiting.